Hello, hello. Old Dad here. I just got done watching the Elimination Chamber and I absolutely loved it. Now, the whole sell your soul thing, I still can't wrap my head around it. But how it ended, oh, I'm all about that. I'm all about Old Dad predicted that. Old Dad was just like, give me that. I have a video. Look back in my videos. Old Dad talks. Old Dad talks. And I say about John Cena becoming a bad guy, and he did. He locked it in. And let's be honest, if one of them two was going to sell their soul to The Rock, who's going to get the most out of it? John Cena. John Cena's in Hollywood. John Cena, I mean, if you're going to do something like that, he's got both benefits. He's got the wrestling benefit. He's got the whole Hollywood benefit. That makes sense. Happy. John Cena, bad guy, completely pummeled Cody Rhodes. It's a little, I'm happy. I ain't even going to lie. That was wonderful. That is what I wanted to see. I was, And when he was sitting in the ring, you should have seen me. I was like all over the place. I was like, he's still there. He's still there. Cody's going to say no. John Cena's going to take it. And that makes sense. Okay. Favorite move of the night. Nia Jax, Ragdoll, and Trish Stratus. Did Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton win? Yes. But that Ragdoll, best part of that whole match. Old Dad's opinion. If you disagree, you can leave a comment. You can tell me. But that Ragdoll had me happy. Ear to ear. She just, woo, woo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Now, come on. How many times are we going to have a match to where this one's the real deal? This one, all friendships are gone and we'll never be friends again. It reminds me of like when my son was 5. I mentioned that earlier. It reminds me of when my son was 5 and I hate you. I hate you too. And then the next day, we're best friends. That's what it reminds me of. And don't get me wrong. I always loved that he can make up and become friends. And I know that they will. I know that you know that they will. Why? Because they did it. They did it in NXT. They did it in regular wrestling. They're doing it again. They'll probably do it here in a year or two. I mean, they're the kids. The best part of that match, well, no, that match is a must-see. If you got a match that's a must-see in that whole thing, that match is the must-see. That match was brutal. Do I believe that was barbed wire? You have a better chance of me believing that had some, marker on it. There wasn't enough blood. Shirts would have ripped. They shouldn't have done the barbed wire. Chair was enough. Some of the stuff they did with those tables was enough. That was off the charts. Next level. Chef's kiss. Fire. That was great. That's the one you want to see. How it ended. Randy Orton. He was getting ready to do the punt kick. I'm like almost bouncing up and down. You seen an old dad going nuts. I was like, oh my gosh. It's going to happen. The punt kick. I was, oh my. Okay. Moving on. John Cena did win the Elimination Chamber. How all that went. It all went really good. And he seemed like a good guy. And for a minute there, I thought Seth Rollins. No, you know what? Let me go into this. You know how many times I was just like, you guys teamed up to get this guy down? Pin him! Stop! Go back! Finish the job! I was like, what is going on? And then Seth Rollins come out. But how Cena won. He's going through. Seth Rollins comes by, he's eliminated, comes by, does the stomp to CM Punk. John Cena's like, yeah, I'm taking advantage of this. CM Punk knocked out. John Cena wins. Old Dad smiles because I accepted that. I accepted that. Now, don't get me wrong. There are two old men in the ring. It'd be like me and Grandpa Joe out there being like, "Durr." I mean, there's a believability to it. Drew McIntyre destroy us all. Damon Priest does that thing where he hits you. Old dad might be sleeping a while. There was this point where John Cena was laying there, and I was like, what are you doing? He ain't getting up for a while. I can tell you as someone I'm a hair bit older, but I was his age. At that age, you don't want to move. Not at that point. I'm on a rabbit trail. It was a great match. They all were great matches. My favorite part of all of it, Cena becoming a bad guy. My favorite move of all of it, ragdoll. And I full confession, that was the match I was least looking forward to. I know, I was a huge Trish Stratus fan back in the day. And the fact that she looks the way she does, the fact that she can go the way she goes, old dad's impressed. Old dad is unquestionably impressed. I'm also impressed with Cena and Punk. I just want the younger guys, like, as much as I'm impressed with them, come on. Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins? You don't think that they're going to beat the two older men in that group? Come on. Rabbit Trail. Do I think they're great? I think that they're fantastic. Do I cheer for them? I sure do. I'm not taking anything away. But the Trish Stratus match with her and Tiffany versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, that was the least one I wanted to watch and my favorite part of the whole thing, outside of the John Cena thing. Because ragdoll, that was fantastic. Okay, I'm all done. Rabbit Trail's over. My break's almost over as well. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me you're 50 and you're able to go and run miles. And I appreciate that if you do. Old dad doesn't understand that. I don't. I understand donuts. But I do know that at this stage of the game, you're licking your wounds after every hit. Because we're getting older. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Later.